heaviest weightlifting front squat ever. So many women are now squatting 200 kilos. And Team China switches out some real legends for the new team. All that and more in this week's episode of the Weightlifting House News Show. We'll get straight in with the first headline. Reza Hassanpour from Team Iran just front squatted 320 kilos. That's like 705 pounds. It's an absolutely monster front squat. It's the heaviest front squat recorded by a weightlifter ever. Now, it's not the heaviest front squat ever. I mean, Alireza Yousefi from Nauru, he did a 405 kilo front squat, probably the best part of 8 years ago at this point. He'd also done 400 before that. So, compared to that, it's not even close. But 320 kilos, I mean, that is so far in excess of what we've seen from him in the clean and jerk. I mean, 243, I think he did at the Islamic Games. Really amazing stuff. Hopefully he joins Alireza Yousefi in being one of the biggest clean and jerkers in the world. Speaking of the devil, Alireza Yousefi, the world champion from 2024, he puts on the crown whenever he wins. He hit that 262, which we thought was maybe going to be a 268 all-time world record attempt. He is back. Back? Where's he gone? Well, after that competition, he hurt his knee, he went into surgery. He's returned. We just saw a 230 kilo clean and jerk from him, and it looked, I mean, the vibes are immaculate in this video. I mean, the yelling beforehand, which we love. In fact, we posted a video on the Weightlifting House Instagram a couple of months ago, and the first few seconds are just him, getting fired up, yelling, all sorts of things. But 230, I mean, that is not far off 90% of, probably 88%, something like that, of the 262. It looked very comfortable. It looks like he's probably already ready to be doing around the 250 range. He will be competing at the Asian Championships along with Gorman Asian, Ali Amar from Iraq. So it's going to be an unbelievable competition. Very excited to see him back. Then we have somebody who we can't really have a news show without talking about at the moment. No, it's not Abdo Younes. It is Olivia Reeves, the Olympic champion, the two-time world champion from the USA, 77 kilo weightlifter. She just did a 151 and then a 150 kilo clean and jerk. Both of them different training days within about a week of one another. And that's the thing, like it's not like she's peaked. Peaked for what? Unless she's doing like why? There's the Arnold Champs at the start of March, which I think is like AO1. And she didn't do that last year. I was out with her last year and she said she didn't get the invite for it, or she was too late, which is kind of crazy that the Olympic champ and world champ wasn't invited or was too late to get in. So maybe she's doing that, but she wouldn't be peaking now. I mean, she's five weeks out. I mean, she'll have the Pan Am champs in May. So she's not peaked. This is basically just her doing what she can do on a heavy Friday or whatever it would have been. It's kind of crazy. Moving along now to the ex-Colombian, now Bahraini weightlifter, Joxa Albornoz. He's one of my picks of the squad in terms of who I'm most excited to see, in terms of somebody who is, we get the question a lot on the podcast, like, who is somebody that we're not looking at who might medal? In the same way that if you looked over the last quad, you wouldn't have picked Carlos, Liu Hanhua, Olivia, and Salford as Olympic champions, or Lau Guifar. You wouldn't have known who they were. You wouldn't have been able to pick them. He's one of the ones this time. He just hit a 198 kilo clean and jerk in training. Is it his best? No, he did 215 at the World Champs from the B session. He medalled from the B session along with a 175 snatch. Super talented. Keep your eyes on him. Next up from Latvia, weighing, I don't know actually, it's Ritvar Suharis. I dropped him a message to ask to kind of like try and clarify his weight. He said that he was up. This was back in maybe July, August. He told me that he was weighing maybe like 85, having been competing at 73 because he loves food so much is what he said. Realistically, he's going to be probably competing at 79. It's a good weight class for him. He just did a 151 snatch and a 187 clean and jerk, 6 for 6 at the Bundesliga. I saw in one of the comments somebody wrote, one of the most enjoyable lifters to watch, truly a master of the barbell. That is so true. Master of the barbell is exactly how I would describe Ritvar Suharis. Just immaculate technique. I've said that word twice now. Flawless technique. Next, back to the USA, another 77. This time, Matty Rogers, 150 for a set of 10 in the back squat. Now, she is known for doing these pretty high rep sets. We see her going through what maybe looks like a more traditional set of periodization where she'll do like weeks of 10s, weeks of 5s, 3s, and then into a peaking block. You don't necessarily see that with all lifters at that level, but it works very well for her. I would say this 150 for 10 is really up there with some of the best squats I've ever seen from her. I mean, her first rep is fast enough that it makes you think she could probably back squat 190, which maybe seems obvious that she could do that, because a lot of people can, whatever they can do for a set of 10, they can do like, their set of 10 would be like 70% of their 1RM. I don't think that's the case for Matty. I think she's able to grind out lots of reps to some degree because she's had adaptation towards these high rep sets. I think she's probably got around 190, maybe more, who knows. But what I thought was also amazing was it didn't really slow down a whole lot. Like the final rep is a grind, but it's not too much. So I thought that was really, really impressive. Next up, we have Fang Wan-Ling, who is an underrated weightlifter. She's always in the first A session of every competition that I commentate on, except for Europeans, obviously. At the World Champs, she'll be in the 49A session or the 48A session. At the Asian Champs, same thing. And so because I'm way more switched on in those sessions, because it's the first session of the competition, like we've got to be ready, we've got to have all the stats ready. Maybe I take more notice of those athletes than a lot of general fans of the sport do. But she's just been looking incredible in training recently. So her best lifts that we've seen from her before, 86 kilos in the snatch, 108 kilos in the clean and jerk. She just doubled 83 in the snatch, which is 95%. That's amazing lift to be doing for a double, and it looked really good. Certainly she looks capable of new records in the snatch. And then she clean and jerked 108, and then she cleaned 115. That 115, the 108 was great, and it looks like she's got more to equal her all-time best competition like that. But the 115, honestly, when you think about how many 49s can do that, we've never seen Mihaela Kambe do it. You've got a couple of Chinese lifters, and you've got Ri Songam. And you would have had Mirabai from India, but I don't think she's there now. So she's like moved up into another league in terms of her cleaning ability. We'll see if she's able to maintain that and going into competition. Who knows how much she weighs? She could weigh 54 kilos here for all we know. But just amazing lifting from Fang. Next up, making, I think, her news show debut, Chelsea, I don't know if it's Enemo, I don't know how you pronounce it, Chelsea Enemo from the USA. So she is the 2024 IPF Junior World Champion. So that's powerlifting world champion. She then, about 12 months ago, she made the switch to weightlifting. She just snatched 109, which is up, I think she said 7 kilos in 5 months. 102 is what she must have hit back in July. 109 and then a 140 clean and jerk in the same week. So you look at that and you just think, well, with LA coming, you've got another few years. 120, 160, definitely. Nothing's definite, but you know, she's got great athleticism. She's very strong, and she's still very new with the technique. So I would have thought she's going to be really putting in a push against, I guess, Mary. I don't know if Team USA has any other really upcoming promising supers. They probably do. The depth in Team USA is amazing now. But that will be a fun battle if she's able to continue progressing at this level. Can she progress high enough to make those international teams in time for qualification? That's another question. I don't know. But she's going to be a lot of fun to see over this quad if she is able to continue improving just like that. Then we have Hampton Morris, under 65 kilo, world record holder in the clean and jerk with a 190 kilo split jerk. I've seen him do 190 before. I reckon it was in August. It might have been ahead of AO. What is that one? What do you guys have over there? AO2? I think it was just ahead of AO2. Maybe a month out from Worlds. He competes so much. It would have been like Pan Am's AO2 Worlds within like a 3-month period, and he probably did all of them. He did 190 then. I think this 190 arguably looked a little bit nicer even, so very strong from him. And then finally, so many non-super heavyweight women are squatting 200 kilos now. It used to be such a rarity. Obviously, Olivia started doing it, and it was like, wow. Salford I've seen do it. And then last week we talked about Sarah Matthew, from Nigeria, who did it. This week we've got 2 more. Aileen Sikamatana from Australia, she's an 86. And then, more unbelievably, Sana Stowers from Samoa, she might be 17 We spoke about her maybe a couple months ago. She was doing some really big lifts in training. I think she did like a 145 clean or something. Is that what we talked about a while back? I don't know. But she just back squatted 200. I think she weighs 77. So she's Olivia's class. She's not like Aileen or Sulfrid. She's 77 kilos. She's 17 years old. She just squatted 200. That is one of the most unbelievable things. It's like paradigm shifting. It just completely messes with your mind with what you really thought people were doing. Like as a comparative, it's a massive outlier compared to other athletes of that age and weight class. Also, a quick reminder, the 90s V2 collection dropped last week. It was unbelievable. It was unprecedented. We couldn't have expected how good the turnout would have been from all of you. Clearly the stories of 90s weightlifters and the inspiration behind the collection resonated with you all. We have sold out in some sizes of our most popular things. Don't worry, we've already placed new orders. We'll have more coming back. At some point, it's probably going to be another couple of months realistically till it's back in stock. Maybe not quite, but do check it out, because if you want something, it might be gone. Go check it out at the link down below. Back to the show. Big changes to Team China's roster. So Team China might be losing its most influential member. Note, I said member, not athlete. Why is that? It's because Coach Yu Ji is retiring. Legendary coach. There are also other athletes leaving and new athletes coming in. I'll talk about that, but a little bit about Coach Yu Ji, because he is a straight up legend. He is the guy who, he was coach of Liu Xiaojun. You'll remember seeing him in 2019. He runs up onto the platform. He picks up Liu after Liu won and set the world record with his injured back. He developed Liu. He developed WLHOUSE, the highest ranked Chinese weightlifter ever by Sinclair, 166, 198 as a 69. That was back in like 2014. He worked with Tian Tao. He brought Liu Hanhua to get the Olympic gold medal most recently. I mean, he is responsible for so many golds, and he's retiring now. So an incredible career, famous for never smiling, very stern looking man, but he expected nothing other than perfection, and he got it. Arguably the greatest coach of the 21st century, I would say. In fact, I think we spoke about that on a podcast, and I think he was my pick, probably. So just incredible, absolutely incredible. So a document hit Reddit recently, which was a photo of some changes to the national team, the national Chinese team. I guess it was maybe posted in one of their gyms or something like that, the National Training Hall. And we got to have a look at it. So the people who are retiring, no shocks with Tian Tao. Finally, he's going. We thought he was retiring in 2020. But he came back and had another crack at it. So the legendary Tian Tao, 2019 world champion, retires. Li Dayin, Mr. Too Much Muscle, he's not retired, he's been dropped from the senior national team. That's a shock to me, because there's no denying that his talent was on a level beyond almost anyone else on the men's side right now, I'd say. Hindered clearly by all the injuries that he's been having. But I mean, that 180-216 performance in Jinju 2023 will go down as legendary. I mean, that 396, that was the total that Carlos didn't surpass until the World Championships 2024. It took him like a year and a half after Li Dayin did it for him to finally beat it, and he tried it like 4 times and he couldn't do it. Legendary. So that's kind of sad. Li Fabin, 2-time Olympic champion, 61. You know what? He's getting old. He's been around for a long time. You know, take your medals and go and enjoy life. It's a real shame, but I understand. Chen Lijun, same kind of thing there. Is he a 2-time? No, he's a 1-time Olympic champ, 2020. But like back in 2015, I think he's the 2nd highest rated Chinese weightlifter ever by Sinclair, behind Liu Hanhua. He's above Liu Xiaojun, Shi Jiong, all those guys. So also most underrated jacked Chinese weightlifter ever. And then Hu Jihui, 2-time Olympic champ. I mean, when you look at this, you go, Li Fabin's got 2, Chen Lijun's got 1, Hu Jihui's got 2. Fair enough, go do what you want. I mean, you guys are incredible. She competed at the Chinese National Games recently, didn't she? She didn't do very well. So she's clearly not really training, and she's had enough. So other athletes who are staying on that A team, Lo Shifang, thank goodness. Li Wenwen, thank goodness. Liu Huanhua, thank goodness. Lao Guifang will still be there. Pan Yinhua will remain on that list. Baby Tian. Tu Yi, who is probably the most exciting newcomer from the men's side. He did that 217 clean and jerk as an 89 he weighed when he did it. Not 88, he was 89. He out-totaled Jason Lopez's world champs winning total at the Chinese National Games like a month later, so that was quite cool. Zhao Jinhong, the 45 kilo world champ who came in and just dismantled the North Korean 45 world record holder with all new world records in 2024. She's there. Peng Kui-ting, I am excited about Peng. She did that 128 snatch a few months ago as an 86. She's gonna snatch 130 soon. He Yueji presumably is gonna stay. He's been around for a while, but he was world record holder in snatch at the most recent world champs with the 160 at 71. It's a massive snatch at 71. So Team China is changing, it's evolving. It looks to me like the women's team is basically as strong as ever. I mean, Zhao Jinhong is unreal. I don't know if she can compete with Ri Song-gum, but she's got some weight to gain, so let's see. Lo Shifang, unbelievable weightlifter, Olympic champion. She's going to have to go up against Ri Suk in the, what's the new class? Is it 63? I think so. She's going up. Ri Suk comes down. That will be a battle and a half. Lao Guifang, unbelievable. Maybe untouchable. It's an interesting one. We'll see what weight class she goes to and who she's going to have to go up against. Li Wenwen, can't be touched. Peng Kui-ting, unreal. Wu Yan, I've not mentioned. She's very good. And on the men's side, it's just trickier, isn't it? I mean, Tu Yi, I think he's going to be great at 85 when he drops down to that weight class. Liu Huanhua is very good. He Yueji, can he medal again? Probably. Can he win? Not sure he can. Pan Yinhua, probably not going to happen. So, men's side, it's still a great men's team. It's just not like the men's team of old. Anyway, top 3 lifts of the week. We're going to go for Reza Hassanpour, 320 kilo front squat, heaviest recorded front squat by a weightlifter ever. Saina Stowers, 200 kilo back squat at 17 years old, 77 kilos. The mind boggles. And then third, I'm going to go with Fang Wan-Ling's 115 kilo clean. I thought that was pretty exceptional. Thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you all on another episode of the Weightlifting House News Show.